There we go. Okay. So, welcome. I'm Beth. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah,
Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit and talk about the piece that we're going to perform in October?
yeah, sure. I'm Siyuan Kang, and I was born in 1999, and now I'm studying the CCM, Cincinnati University Conservatory of Music. I'm a second year master's student. Yeah, I'm a,
Cool.
yeah,
Are you excited for that?
yeah,
A little bit. Okay. So the piece that we're going to perform, it's a duo for two violins, and you mentioned in sort of the program notes that it uses some folk songs
yeah,
from where you were growing up. Can you share some of the the titles and the themes of the folk songs that you incorporate?
sure. There are two songs I want to introduce, and the first is a little bit sorrow song, and this song called red peach blossom and white apricot flower. So this is a little weird name. You see two types of flowers, and this one is actually described a girl in the spring. She's climbing the mountain, and she felt like, well, the mountain spring is coming, and my spring of love is also have to be coming, but her boyfriend is not here, so she is looking for his return. And this is a song about love. Yeah. And another song is different. This song is called Red Rooster. So Big Red Rooster. It's also a love song, but this song is more cheerful. Like this song is describe two teenager, young girl and young boy. They are playing and they try to catch the red rooster. So this song you can hear a lot of. This is actually in my fourth song in my duel, and this is cheerful and delightful. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I like that they're chasing the rooster.
Yeah, they are chasing with each other, and you can see the two violin they are chasing and interact with each other too. Yeah,
Super neat, super neat. Um, So you're going into your master's in music. Is it for composition or for performance or
for composition.
for composition? That's really neat. How did you get into music originally, like when you were a child?
Yeah, actually, because I mentioned I was born in 1999, and in this era, this time period, the television and the radio, there are so many electronic equipments popular. So for me, the music is everywhere. So you can hear a lot of sounds at least, and I love watch movie when I was a child until now. So when I was child, I tried to watch some horror movie. It's scary, but it's funny. So where the funny things is when I felt scared and I don't want to close the TV, I just mute it and then I play some terrible songs. And you can imagine that it's really hilarious. It's really exciting thing actually. Like the movie, it's about someone is kill another one, but I play like a festival songs and some funny songs. So the horror movie just directly become a comedy show. And I realized, wow, the music really can change a lot of things. And that for me, it's a meaning and the power of music. So I think well, music is really a magic. Yeah.
So when you were a kid listening to movies, did you take music lessons or were you self-taught?
Actually, when I was child, like in elementary school, I don't realize I will become a composer in the future. So just listening music and maybe some pop songs and some other type of songs. I'm just amateur. Yeah.
When did you start seriously considering becoming a big C composer, like an actual as your title?
Well, that's a little older than I was elementary school. It's about like 14 years old. It's not very old for a composer. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So you were pretty young when you knew.
Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised now why I decided to do compose when I was so young, and that's a surprise for me. And in my middle school, I realized I have to do music because music is really important. I learned about other skills like painting and singing and maybe performing pianos, but I think I not only want to perform music, I want to create and I want to build another music world. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, I have to become a composer. And that time, I even don't know what composer this concept is, but I know use some notes or use some elements, some sounds to create something I really love to.
That's amazing. You really knew early that you wanted to create.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
lucky.
So you mentioned horror movies and how you could change them with the music. Uh, were Can you talk about some of your influences in your writing or in your musical choices? Like if there's any artists or composers that really influence you?
Yeah, uh, I received a serious formal composition training in my undergraduate school. So definitely Western music, Western classical music, it's really influenced me. This is, you can't avoid it. Yeah. And also I try to learn some other types like folk songs and maybe the opera, like taking opera, and I failed. It's too hard. So this is another subject. This is totally different with Western music because Western music you have harmony, you have orchestration, but for Chinese folk music, you have to learn a new technique, like a new instrument and a new rules about like each part of the music. So it's really hard, and I just lose all my energy. So I do. Oh, I don't want to learn that. It's hard to me, but I not I can't know why, because I was born in China and I was born in a province with a lot of huge amount of folk music. And also I attend to my undergraduate college. This college also in the province has a lot of folk music. So you can imagine, even you don't want to learn that things, you have to singing it and you have to listen it every day. And in my last 2 years of my undergraduate school, I attend a course, and in this course, the professor required every student to memorize folk songs as a part of exam. So you have to learn that and you have to memorize them. And then I feel like I just know how to sing them because I was born in a province. I have this identity, like I have these things in my heart. I just don't realize them in previous days. But if I want to learn and if I really pay attention to these songs, these folk songs or folk music, instrumental music, or just a voice music, I can easily memorize and I can easily grasp that little articulation about voice. This is the difference between like you're a foreigner of you're a foreigner and you are a local. You can quickly get the tiny differences between the sounds. They're so just in my heart, and I just never discover them. And in the last 2 years, I just know, oh, I really in this folk music.
Yeah, it's neat that you can add some of those folk elements into a piece that can be also sit in the Western classical
Yes.
genre. Yeah, that's super neat. Um, do you have any composers that you particularly are drawn to, even just sort of listening or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Um, one composer is really influenced me. It's called his name is Chen Qigang, and he is learned with Messiaen, and he is a famous composer in China. And for me, his composition works. It's like you can listen to a lot of Chinese or a lot of his own elements, but you can't just like describe, oh, this melody is from which folk song. It's like he know the spirit of the folk song, but he involved them and then creative, recreative, and into his own music. So this type of music is a really new thing and a really touching thing for me.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? That's sort of the end of my questions, but if you have anything else you want to chat about your piece or anything?
Oh, I found this in my work. This four, five pieces of the doll, and in each work, I try to involve one specific techniques of violin or composition, like fugata or just a little bit different types of developing of a melody.